Bruno Courrèges, chief of police for the small French town of Saint-Denis and for much of the Vézère Valley, was taking a late-evening patrol around the garden with his basset hound, Balzac, when the phone at his waist vibrated. Although it was nearly time for bed, the screen showed that it was his friend J.J., head of detectives for the Département of the Dordogne, who was calling, so Bruno thought he'd better answer. "Glad you're still up and about," came the familiar voice. "I'm coming to your place right away. I want to show you something, and then you can tell me how worried I should be." Commissaire Jean-Jacques Jalipot was a large and bustling bear of a man, who had not been distracted from his duty when he was shot making an arrest. Some called him a cop of the old school, in that he wore ill-fitting suits, smoked a pack of Gauloises a day, seldom polished his shoes, and did not treat the media with the deference they had come to expect. His prisoners did not fall accidentally downstairs while handcuffed, nor were their fingers caught in car doors. Female cops on his team almost never applied for transfers, and he refused to play the usual turf wars with a gendarme or to sneer at the municipal police. Bruno went indoors and put out some glasses for drinks in the living room. Then he checked the latest regional news on his phone for any clue to JJ's unexpected visit. A few minutes later, the headlights of JJ's big Peugeot flared, and Bruno went to the porch to welcome his friend. Josette, JJ's driver and aide, reversed into the driveway and stepped nimbly out. JJ took more time to extricate himself from the passenger seat. He emerged carrying a small evidence bag. "Welcome," said Bruno. "It's too late for coffee, but do you want wine or something stronger?" "I'll have a glass of your homemade vin de noix, since I know it has wine plus eau de vie," said JJ. Josette asked for mineral water. Once installed in Bruno's living room with his drink, JJ tossed the bag toward Bruno. "You're the military man with the Croix de Guerre," he began in his usual abrupt way. "What can you tell me about the bullet, beyond the fact that it's a 12.7mm caliber and 108mm long, with what look like Russian letters stamped into the base?" Bruno managed to catch the bag without spilling his drink, surprised not only by the unexpected nature of JJ's inquiry, but also by his friend's confident expectation that Bruno could answer all questions concerning war, weapons, and the military in general. Then he recalled that it was many years since all young Frenchmen had been required to do at least a year of military service, and by going to university and then enrolling in the police, JJ had been spared that. The tradition, launched by the French Revolution for every male citizen to be trained as a soldier and ready to fight for France, had gone for good. Bruno knew that modern weaponry and warfare demanded far more than the ability to fire a simple gun, fix a bayonet, and throw a grenade. But he sometimes regretted the passing of the principle that every citizen owed a duty to the homeland, and of that egalitarian mood of national integration that bonded young men together in their drills, mess halls, and barracks. Bruno supposed that he was the former soldier that JJ knew best.